Hello everybody, CryptoChaperone here, and today I'm going to be doing just a short little video for you guys. I know it's been a few days since I've made a video. I've been just kind of sitting and thinking of different ways to make my channel kind of different. I've been looking through these ICOs to see which ones I've kind of wanted to stick with in making these reviews. So I'm going to have probably another one or two ICO reviews coming out in the next few days. Hopefully maybe tomorrow or Sunday I'm going to be coming out with one, as well as next week I should be coming out with maybe another one. But I also have some other things I want to talk to you guys about that I kind of want to use to set my channel apart of other cryptocurrency YouTubers channels out there. Also, if you guys do want the opportunity to win this Ledger Nano S, new, sealed in the box. Ledger Nanos are some of my favorite hardware wallets to safely store any of your cryptocurrencies in that are supported by the wallet, of course. It supports like Ethereum, Ripple, Monero, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classics, a lot of coins. I haven't been paying too much attention to other coins it's been integrating, because a lot of my ERC20 tokens, it holds any ERC20 token. If you invest in any of these ICOs, you can invest straight from your Ledger Nano S wallet, or any ICOs that accept Ethereum at least, which are 99% of them to 100% of them pretty much. But you can invest from your Ledger wallet, and then they will usually send your coins right back to your wallet, unless you have to put your wallet in on the site to something, and then you could just use your Ledger wallet to put in your address, and then they will still send it to your Ledger wallet. But it is definitely one of the safest wallets that I personally use, and I think that is out there to use. But we'll get to that later. So if you do want the opportunity, just subscribe to my channel, and I'll be making a video about that. So you'll have to eventually, since there's no way I can really contact people directly that have subscribed to me, I'm gonna have to make a video. You're gonna have to subscribe and like all of it and comment in the video, and then I'll pick one of the people who commented and liked it from there, and you'd have to be a subscriber. So it's probably easier for you to just subscribe now, and then you'll be able to stay up to date with all my videos. So when I do make that video, you'll be right on top of it. And I'll probably be making that video within the next week or two. I do want to do this giveaway probably around Christmas time, to be in that Christmas spirit, maybe like a week after Christmas, around the New Year's, to ring in that new year. Big cryptocurrency events that are going to be coming into this new year. But we'll leave that for a little bit later. Today, I'm going to do a real quick talk over. We're just going to go over the market real quick. Bitcoin, we just hit another all-time high, I think. It went right above $8,000, and it's crazy. We just saw that big dip down to, I think it was 5,700, and now we're back up above $8,000, and now we're starting to see it dip back down again. And I was sitting and kind of just thinking to myself, why would we see, we've seen so many drastic and volatile dips in cryptocurrency, but I think we're going to start to see a lot more with this bigger money coming in, because this is money that is not familiar with cryptocurrencies. And when these big investors come in, they're used to having these kind of breakers on their stocks and all that they're not going to lose more than 15% a day, and normally they don't lose more than 2 or 3%. So I'm sure that there's some big players out there that are holding a lot of coins that are trying to shake the money out of this big money right now. If you can imagine, there's people putting probably $20, $30, $50, $100,000 into Bitcoin that doesn't even know what blockchain is, doesn't know what anything about cryptocurrencies are. And as soon as they start seeing that dip 15%, they're definitely going to be sweating. They could potentially even just sell their coins at the moment, not even thinking anything of it. And all of a sudden you see the markets regroup and go back up to an all-time high and go back up 17-20%. So I think as more of this big money is coming in over the next month or two, we're going to see a lot of these big drastic dips trying to potentially shake some of the Bitcoin and some of the money out of these people that have never seen these volatile dips before in situations like this. So if you are somebody who has been riding on the Bitcoin train and the cryptocurrency train for a while, you would definitely understand these. You should hold on to your cryptocurrencies. Not to sell when your currencies are at a low. We're definitely going to want to start to sell our cryptocurrencies when we see these peaks coming up of 25-30%, because It's definitely an ongoing trend that we're seeing these peaks followed by a regression of 25-30% as well, followed by another peak of 15-20% and then another regression and so on. It's a guaranteed pattern, or at least so far from a lot of coins I've been watching, it's a pattern that is continuing onwards. So definitely a great place for you guys to grab some potential profit. One of our biggest gainers of the day, actually, well, these clocks did just reset, I think, not too long ago, but some of our biggest gainers are Neo and Gas. And Neo is on the gaining spree because apparently they tweeted a I think a Chinese or Japanese tweet that translated to there's pretty much going to be big news released in 3 days. So I'm not sure if it's going to be good or bad news, but you could potentially see Neo maybe go up to $37 to $40, and maybe in 3 days it'll go even higher, or it could potentially be buy on the rumor, sell on the news. 3 days is the news, you could see a big sell-off. People have been holding this coin and accumulating it since it was down in the $25, $26 range. So to grab 30% pretty quick is something a lot of people are going to want to go for. They may potentially even get 40, 45% out of it, 50%. So Neo, definitely a coin you might want to keep your eye on. Bitcoin Cash, another big gainer of the day. Still not a fan of Bitcoin Cash. You might want to take your chances and get into it and pull some money while you can on profits as it's fluctuating. I don't feel comfortable at any point going into Bitcoin Cash because I don't know if this is the next high point of it and it's going to drop dramatically from here and never regain, or the next high point is, or anything. I just don't want to catch that falling knife on Bitcoin Cash. So I don't really touch that coin at all. And I know as soon as Coinbase starts releasing all their Bitcoin Cash coins, it's going to drop dramatically. So anybody who is accumulating it for a long hold at this point, I think is going to definitely be holding it for a very long point to get any of their money back if you're not looking to sell within the next 1 or 2 months. Biggest losers of the day, B3 coin. I don't know what that is. Open Trading Network is on our second biggest loser of the day. And Open Trading Network, it's a coin that I've actually been looking into a little more and a little more often, and I want to make a video about it because it's slowly intriguing me. It's an airdrop token, and it's just a coin that they only release a certain amount of them a week, and they also have like an airdrop or something attached to it. I haven't looked too much into it. I'm trying to understand it. Maybe I'll make a movie along with it. I think it has like an 80 million circulating supply, but at the moment it only has 1.7 million out, or it's somewhere around 80 million. But I saw this coin pop up in an ad, down here in the corner, and I looked at it when it was probably like $7, $8, and I let it go. I didn't think anything of it, and I saw the ad again maybe like a week later, and I looked at it again, I don't even know why, just to see if anything happened to it, and it was up to like $16, $18. And I just stopped, and I was like, are you kidding me? I could have just bought this. I don't like investing in things that I don't look into or anything like that, especially coins that are advertised. I'm not a big fan of advertised coins because those could potentially just be a coin that anybody's trying to get your money off of real quick. So I've been watching the Open Trading Network token, and it has been rising rapidly in price. I did purchase a few of them when they were like $23. Not too many of them because I had to sign up on Livecoin, and I have no idea what Livecoin is. It is not a very high volume exchange, so I did not feel very comfortable with it. They do have something interesting on there that is like a gambling game that you can gamble on the future price of Bitcoin, which I find extremely interesting. So I have been taking advantage of that quite often. But other than that, Open Trading Network could potentially be a token I make a video on in the future, depending on how it goes. If it completely collapses, I definitely won't, but it's an interesting token, and it's made its way up into 82 in the top 100. So it's been pushing up there. If it keeps gaining, if it makes it into the top 50, I may make the video. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you guys want the opportunity to win the Ledger Nano S wallet, you should subscribe to stay up to date on my videos. Also, I'm going to be doing something a little different with my channel in the upcoming months. I'm potentially going to be maybe taking $5,000 or $10,000 and showing how quickly you can flip it into maybe $50,000 to $100,000. Now, I kind of did that same route with my $1,000 challenge and just kind of stopped that altogether because I was tired of just watching all these volatile cryptocurrencies. I was really picked the wrong time to get into it because I could have picked any coin and it would have went up 20-30% the next day, but if I wouldn't have sold out of it that day, it was going to drop down 15-20% again. And I didn't want to keep talking about all these coins and updating the markets instantly in my Telegram channel and having people potentially maybe buying them even though I said not to buy it or follow any of my buys that I was doing. I was just doing it to show as an example, but I didn't want people to potentially get caught up in that, and I didn't want kind of an unfair market situation where I was buying it maybe the lowest point at the time because it was really fluctuating a lot at the moment. And a lot of coins I was buying, I probably could have made 60-70% off of by now if I would have bought and sold on the dips, because they've had 2 and 3 dips ever since I was talking about them. But other than that, I'm gonna probably just go through some ICOs and stuff like that I would be investing in. I'll be talking about my investments that I did do. When I do sell, I'll probably be talking about what I did sell and stuff like that. Now I'm going to be trying to pull out as much profit as I potentially can from these, so I will be selling a lot of my coins as soon as they are able to be traded on markets, since the pattern and the trend is that is one of the best times to pull profits from your coins. That's one of the highest points that they achieve, unless you want to hold on to your coins for a month or two or for even in a longer extended period of time. So I'm trying to do this quickly, but I also don't want to do so much money into the markets, like $100,000 or something like that, that I'm just flooding new ICOs and stuff with all these problems because I'm buying coins and selling them as soon as they hit the markets, which I'm sure a lot of other people are doing, but I don't really want to be advertising something like that. That's not really something that cryptocurrencies are about. I think you should be more or less investing in these companies that you feel have potential for tomorrow. But as long as the company does start, for the most part, they got their money, and as long as you got your coins, they got the opportunity they needed, so you should be able to do what you want with your coins. So I'll leave you guys with that, and subscribe, enjoy, and keep learning about this ever-growing cryptocurrency world. Have a great day.